Hello guys, Max here from Evidence-Based Football Manager. Today we're doing a player role analysis in FM21. The role we're going to analyze is the Mezzala. Mezzala is an Italian term that means half winger, and according to the in-game description, it's a role that occupies the half spaces on a football field. The Mezzali are expected to run up and down the half spaces and at times drifting out towards the flanks. This role is available for your central midfielders who are positioned towards the left or to the right. So the left Mezzali will operate along the left half spaces, while the right Mezzali will operate along the right half spaces. In order to test the behaviors of the Mezzali in the game, I set up a neutral match environment using the database editor. Refer to my video, This is how Football Manager tactics should be tested, for details on how I have created a controlled environment that I use to run my various Football Manager experiments. So I'm experimenting with two different formations, 4-3-3 and 4-4-2, in which the left central midfielder will play the Mezzala role, and they will be given either the attack or the support duties. I made these Mezzali to be ambidextrous so that their behaviors will not be prejudiced by whether they are left or right-footed. And I made the opposition team rotate between 5 different football formations that represent a variety of football formations and styles. Every time I change an experimental condition, I repeat the same trial 5 times in order to gather a sample pool. So I've compiled the results into an Excel spreadsheet. Let's have a look at it together. I've recorded these stats for the player who is playing the Mezzala role, and these are the stats that I think is important for a Mezzala, such as the number of passes, pass completion rate, number of shots, XG, and the running distance covered during the match. So this table here is when the Mezzala is given an attacking duty in a 4-4-2 formation. It's a total of 20 trials, and I've calculated the average values of the statistics here in this bottom row. So over 20 trials, the Mezzala has recorded on average 41 passes per match with 85% pass accuracy, 1.2 shots per match, 0.065 xg, and the running distance is around 14 kilometers per match. Now let's compare this with this next table here. So here it's still the same 4-4-2 formation, but the Mezzala is given a supporting duty instead of attacking. So after 20 trials, it is around 44 passes per match, 87% pass accuracy, 0.9 shots per match, 0.065 xg, and 13.71 kilometers running distance per match. So you can see from these tables that when the Mezzala is given the support duty, they will make slightly more passes per match, and the pass accuracy goes up a little bit. This could be because a Mezzala on an attack duty is instructed to take more risks with their passes, which explains why an attacking Mezzala has slightly less pass accuracy compared to a supporting Mezzala. If you look at the number of shots, it's slightly higher for the Mezzali on attack duty, which I guess is kind of expected because, they're supposed to be on attacking duties. The number of shots per match, I must say, is lower than I expected. Even the attacking Mezzali only record around 1 shot per match, which is very little. This could be because during these trials I set the team mentality as balanced, so the number of shots made by these Mezzali could go up if you change the team mentality to positive or attacking. If you have a look at the running distance, the Mezzali on attacking duties do run a bit more compared to the supporting Mezzali. Let's have a look at these two tables here. So this is when you're playing the 4-3-3 formation with the left central midfielder playing the Mezzala role. The same pattern is observed here between the attacking Mezzali and the supporting Mezzali. So the supporting Mezzali will on average make more passes per match compared to the attacking Mezzali, and they have slightly higher pass accuracy. Number of shots, XG, and running distances are slightly higher for the attacking Mezzali. Now coming back to the number of shots, the Mezzali really don't make many shooting attempts during a match. This means that player attributes related to shooting are not actually that important for a Mezzala. So when I'm picking a player to play the Mezzala role in my team, I would focus more on attributes related to passing rather than shooting. Also, because the Mezzali have to run up and down the pitch all the time throughout the match, attributes such as work rate and stamina will also be important. Now, these are the heat maps that were recorded from the trials that I've done. So I have 4 images here, and each of these images contain 8 different heat maps superimposed into one image using Photoshop. For example, this image here is when the Mezzala was given the attacking role in the 4-4-2 formation. Here the Mezzala was given the support duty in the 4-4-2 formation, and so on. You guys get the picture. So from these images, you can see clearly that the Mezzala is essentially a central midfielder who likes to drift out towards the wings. So I guess this concurs with the description for the Mezzala given in the game. Next, I will show you some live examples of how the Mezzali actually behave in the game. In this example here, the red team is playing the 4-4-2 formation and the left central midfielder is the Mezzala. So when the red team is in possession of the ball, the Mezzala is running up the left half space before receiving the ball from his teammate, and he tries having a shot at goal. Next, we have a classic movement by the Mezzala on an attacking duty. The red team is playing the Mezzala again in the 4-4-2 formation, and the Mezzala passes the ball to the left winger before making a run up the half space towards the opposition box, ready to attack the ball as the cross comes in from the left winger. The cross didn't connect the first time round, but the Mezzala stays around the edge of the box, ready to receive the ball from his teammate. He passes the ball to the left winger again, who is able to score the goal this time. Now, the supporting Mezzali are slightly less aggressive compared to the attacking Mezzali, and they don't usually travel all the way into the opponent's penalty box. In this example here, the Mezzala is on a support duty, and he's lurking at the edge of the opposition penalty box without actually entering it. The fact that attacking Mezzali have to run all the way into the opposition penalty box could explain why they record greater running distances compared to the supporting Mezzali. Here is another example. So if you're playing a left Mezzala, he will usually stay within the left half of the pitch, but he may sometimes travel to the opposite side of the pitch in order to help out with his teammates. Here you can see the left Mezzala of Team Red has travelled all the way to the right side of the pitch in order to help his teammate escape pressure from the opponent players. Once the Mezzala receives the ball, he dribbles it back towards the left half of the pitch before passing it off to another teammate. So guys, overall I would define the Mezzala primarily as a midfielder who can act as a link between your midfield and your forward players, operating mainly in the half spaces on the pitch but sometimes drifting out all the way to the flanks as necessary. It's definitely a very interesting role in Football Manager and can play a vital role in your tactic if utilised in an appropriate manner. So that's it for today guys. What do you think of the Mezzala role? Do you agree with the observations I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. As always, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.